Hello, Catamounts. My name is Alexander Hoffman, and this is Chats with Cats, presented by WeTV. In this series, I will be interviewing some of our amazing athletes at WCU. Today, I have Colin Granger of our men's basketball team here in the studio. How are you, Colin?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. If you don't mind, please introduce yourself. Tell me and the camera who you are and what you do on the team.
My name is Colin Granger. I'm from Forsyth County, Georgia. And for the team, I'm a big man for us, and I just kind of bring a level of energy for us.
Yeah, speaking of that energy, I kind of wanted to talk to you about that. One thing at the games that you have that not everyone on the team has quite the same level of is the intense energy, especially in the intense games like we have had some of this season. I wanted to talk to you. How do you get all that energy?
Really, it's lying to yourself. It's just kind of like creating things in your head. Like it's almost being like delusional, just getting yourself going and just kind of like firing yourself up over the fact that you get to play and that there is someone else out there, like a different team, and just kind of like I say delusional because it's like it's hard to do every night. I mean, there's a lot of games and you don't always have the same like level of focus or energy for every game. So like I kind of just find little things to like pull it out of me and just kind of go crazy out there in my head to just kind of bring out that energy and just that raw energy, because like that emotion and that sort of like bringing that on the court, it affects other people. So like you can raise the level of intensity when you're out there on the court with that sort of, emotion and energy. And for me, that's like why I play. I think it's awesome to be out there and just express yourself and yell, scream, dive, jump around. It's my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, I've seen the more than just like your team, that your energy ends up going into a lot of the audience as well, and so it gets everyone else on their feet, or you'll start telling everybody to get on their feet.
For sure, yeah.
Definitely works. I did want to ask you, what brought you to WCU after 2 seasons at Ohio?
So I was at Ohio for 2 years. I loved it. Ohio University is a great school. I made a lot of friendships there. I mean, a lot of people I still to this day, I love my teammates. I mean, we won a MAC championship. I went to the tournament. We beat Virginia first round. I was playing a good amount. I was as a freshman. My second year there, I think it was things just, and nothing's perfect, myself included. I'm not perfect, and I think just some negative energy was created between me and the staff and just what was going on, and I wasn't playing as much really at all my second year, and that was a shock to me, and it was hard to deal with for a while. And then some of the people closest to me and some of the people that cared about me up there just told me that it'd probably be better off trying out somewhere else. And I ended up finding Coach Gray and their staff when I was in the transfer portal. And Coach Gray's awesome. I mean, the reason why we have the players we have here is because of Coach Gray. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere out here. And I think a lot of times we all find ourselves asking, like, we joke around and just say there's literally nothing to do out here but, like, play basketball. But I think that helps. Like, if you go to a college town, like say my last school, there's a lot of distractions. There's bars, there's parties, there's just more things to do and things that are just distractions. And here you can really quiet down and like there's nothing to do but get in the gym. And someone like Coach Gray, who like he's about the work, and he was raised playing basketball a lot of the way that we all were. And he's such a good guy to hang out with and talk to, and he just makes you feel good every time. I say every time I go talk to him, I'm a little like nervous, a little scared, like maybe I did something, or just thinking about myself through the weeks that I haven't talked to him. And whenever I go meet with him, I feel a million times better. I mean, he always makes me feel great. We talk about basketball, we talk about life, and it was really him coming here and the coaching staff, just meeting them. I mean, they got us here, and I love them for that. Yeah.
Coach Gray is definitely a big part of a lot of the very different family feel that our team has that a lot of basketball teams don't seem to have, or athletics teams.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of also ask you about that family feel. And
Yeah, so we have a very unique staff. Coach Gray is maybe 40, I forget. He might be just over 40, but I mean, he's a younger guy. We have another guy on staff who's in his 20s still. We have Coach Lightfoot, who's in his 30s, but I mean, he's a younger, active guy. And then we have Coach G, who's, he's an older guy, up there, and he's been in the coaching industry for 30 years. He's coached at Division I level, so he's kind of like a hard ass per se, when a lot of the other coaches are like work oriented, and everyone puts in a lot of work. I just meant like we just get all aspects of like the spectrum in our family, and Coach G is a big testament to why we're so close as a family, and he puts a lot of time into creating our culture with these culture classes and talking to us about God and leadership and just stuff to do as a family and how to love each other and treat each other like we're brothers, and I would testament a lot of it to Coach G, but everyone buys into it, and Coach Gray wants all of us to know he loves us and like treats all of us really well. So I think that adds to the family aspect.
yeah, it's definitely a very unique and positive aspect of our team.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to ask you, talked a little bit about what motivates you to play basketball, but I also wanted to ask you who motivates you to play basketball?
For me, I mean, I grew up and I didn't play basketball till I was in the 8th grade. I played football and lacrosse my whole life, from kindergarten until 8th grade. 8th grade, I played football, lacrosse, and basketball. And then I immediately quit football and lacrosse. I fell in love with basketball. Played that the rest of high school. What motivates me is not really a person. I mean, my dad's a big influence in just hard work and being the type of guy that I am, but I wouldn't say there's a person that influences me. I could play anything. My parents always told me it didn't matter what I did. I could play sports, I could not play sports. They were going to support me no matter what. So I found basketball as something that I wanted to work hard at, and I loved the challenge. And at first, I wasn't probably the hardest worker, but my trainer can tell you back at home. I mean, there was a day my freshman or sophomore year where it really clicked, and I started to fall in love with the process and working hard and being, tired every day and working out, 2-3 times a day, and just being sort of that guy, the dude who's putting in work to try to, take a sport somewhere or take a sport serious. But what motivates me really is just, I love the competition. I love to look across, the line, the imaginary line, just right in front of you, and see another set of eyes looking back, someone that thinks they're going to beat me. I mean, that's what I love, the competition, the fierce competitiveness, just the sheer, really the competitiveness. I just love to, play as hard as I can, put everything out there, really, fight for these wins and baskets and play defense and just everything that comes with it. And I love that, to show to people you can do anything with hard work. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I found through this, and what motivates me is I have so much opportunity, I'm wasting it if I don't give it everything I have and try, every ounce of my effort and work as hard as I do. And that's what really, people tell me I can't do it, or that I'm bad, or that I won't make it, or that, they just think less of me. They give me, their own expectations for my season or for how I am or going to play or something. That's what motivates me. It's showing people like that, I don't care about you. I don't care about your expectations. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this to, to prove to myself that I can do it, to compete at the highest level, to, be the best that I can be. And it's this just constant fight with yourself to love and hate yourself for every good and bad thing that you do, and just feel like you're never doing enough and just always working. I think that's what motivates me. It's really the work. It's loving the process of getting in the gym every day before practice, going to practice, coming back later for shots, eating right, sleeping right, I mean, a lot of that gets kind of like overexemplified. You know, no one's perfect, but that's probably what it is for me, just the competition and proving to myself that I can do it.
Yeah, it's definitely something that shows with that energy that we talked about before. I did want to kind of change gears with the interview because this interview is more than just about you as an athlete. It's also about you as a student, and that's part of what this whole series is about. So first up, what is your major or minor, etc.?
I'm a business management major, School of Business. So.
What are your postgraduate plans? Grad school, career?
Postgraduate, so I should graduate here in the summer, and then I have another year to play, so I'll try to get a 1-year master's degree for that year. That's just the outline right now. Things can change, but that's what I'm trying to do right now. As far as after that, are you asking?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to play basketball for as long as I can. I think I've got a lot I need to improve to play at the next level, but I think it's possible. I just got to continue to work and get better and, do whatever is asked of me. But I would say play basketball for as long as I can and professionally, wherever I could, if that opportunity presents itself. But I'm also really interested in business. My dad owns a business. He has my whole life. I've seen the inner workings of being a CEO, of being, having employees, how to treat people, what makes a business tick, and that has always been really cool to me. And, maybe specifically in sales somewhere, I think that your direct input of work should be correlated to your direct output of money. So a general thing would just to say go into business somewhere, preferably the sales side, but I don't know much more than that.
Fair enough. What is your best WCU memory? It can be athletics related, it can be not.
My best WCU memory. I could probably give you one for both. We did they do the little like Catamount award things. What do they call for athletes? It's like the Catspies or something, or like they play off the name, but it's like just these little awards through athletics that like athletes go up and host. It's in the this whatever you call it stage over here.
Bardo.
Yeah, Bardo, and that was really fun. I forget what it's called. Catspies kind of sounds right, but it's that was really fun. Everyone gets dressed up. You go. It's like a little award show. All the teams go, and that was a really fun off-court experience. We all went. A lot of my friends in athletics went. We all hung out afterwards. The whole night was really fun. That was probably one of the better nights off the court. On the court, probably me. Last year I dunked on this dude from ETSU. That was pretty awesome. I mean, that was probably my best on-court memory. I really liked that. I had 2 dunks that game, and one of them was actually on the one dude, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, your dunk at the VMI game was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was really fun as well. That was a couple days ago. That was awesome. Surprises you sometimes when you do things like that. I didn't even expect to do that, but it happened.
How it goes. This is the last question. It's not really academics. It's not really athletics. But what is your go-to artist to get ready before a game?
My go-to artist, it's different. It changes a lot. I have a song I listen to before every game, which would be Mona Lisa by Lil Wayne. I've been doing that since high school. I've been on and off with it. I stopped for like my freshman and sophomore year of college, but then I started doing it again. And so that would be one. But I like a lot of just weirder, inspirational type of music, like not even rap or anything, like, for instance, you know, like Mumford and Sons or something like that, like sort of just like alternative sort of music that kind of is a little more inspirational. But sometimes I just listen to Lil Wayne, sometimes it's that one song, or sometimes it's just like a playlist of like just random slower music like that. Yeah.
Whatever works to get you ready for all that energy.
Yeah.
So that is all that I have for today's Chats with Cats with Colin Granger. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.